Good evening, and welcome to your AIDailyPress evening podcast for March 01, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. In a series of escalating events, the U.S. and Israel launched strikes against Iran, targeting key military installations and infrastructure. The attacks were reportedly in response to Iran's refusal to abandon its nuclear program and halt support for non-state allies in the region. Iran has vowed to retaliate, with officials warning of severe consequences for the U.S. and Israel. The situation has significant implications for global stability, with oil prices surging by over 5% in response to the crisis. India, a major oil consumer, is particularly vulnerable to the price hike, which could widen its trade deficit and put pressure on the rupee. As tensions continue to escalate, the international community is watching with bated breath. We urge all parties involved to exercise restraint and seek a peaceful resolution to the conflict. The world cannot afford another devastating war in the Middle East. We'll continue to provide updates on this developing story as more information becomes available, and that's the way it is. Now, for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and Nanshul and know what's right now. Over the past 48 hours, Iran has launched retaliatory strikes against targets in Israel, Bahrain, Qatar, the United Arab Emirates, Kuwait, and Iraq, following U.S.-Israeli airstrikes that resulted in the death of Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. The situation remains highly volatile, with British troops and civilians in the region at risk from these indiscriminate attacks. The UK has emphasized its commitment to preventing further regional escalation, while also reiterating its shared aim with US allies that Iran should never possess a nuclear weapon. However, the UK's involvement in potential future strikes remains uncertain. As the international community watches this crisis unfold, we urge all parties involved to exercise restraint and work towards a peaceful resolution. The humanitarian impact of this conflict is significant, and it's essential that innocent lives are protected. We'll continue to bring you updates on this developing story as more information becomes available. For now, we encourage our listeners to stay informed and vigilant. Now, for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, we've seen a decline in the Indian stock market, with the Nifty slipping below its crucial 50-day moving average, adding to the bearish sentiment. Investors are advised to remain cautious and watch for any signs of recovery. Secondly, tensions between the U.S. and Iran have led to a halt in oil shipments through the Strait of Hormuz, a critical waterway that accounts for around 20 million barrels of crude, condensate, and fuels daily. This has sparked concerns about potential supply disruptions and rising oil prices, which could significantly impact the global economy. Lastly, the Iran crisis is threatening to cause the worst disruption in gas markets since Russia's invasion of Ukraine 4 years ago. Liquefied natural gas trade through the Strait of Hormuz has come to a near standstill, with Asian buyers scrambling to secure alternative supplies. If tensions escalate or become prolonged, we can expect restrictions on tanker navigation and other factors to impact supply chains, potentially leading to higher energy bills for consumers in Asia and beyond. We'll continue to monitor these situations and provide updates as more information becomes available. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. We began with a fascinating exploration of Titan, Saturn's largest moon, where a team of astronomers has solved the long-standing mystery of its origins. Through meticulous calculations and deductive reasoning, they discovered that Titan formed from a disk of material surrounding Saturn as it coalesced from the solar nebula. This breakthrough not only deepens our understanding of our solar system, but also underscores the importance of space exploration and scientific literacy. Next, we delved into the captivating world of quantum mechanics, where scientists are making groundbreaking discoveries that could revolutionize the way we think about information and reality itself. The concept of dynamical freezing has emerged as a potential solution to protect quantum information for near-cosmic timescales, paving the way for the development of useful quantum computing systems. This raises exciting possibilities for the future of technology, including the prospect of quantum artificial intelligence that could navigate infinite possibilities with ease. As we explore these frontiers of science and technology, we're forced to confront profound questions about the nature of reality, our existence, and what it means to observe and be part of this vast, intricate universe. Join us next time on the AI Daily Press as we continue to venture into the unknown, driven by an insatiable curiosity and a passion for discovery. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. In our latest updates, we've been following several compelling stories in the world of sports. Firstly, we delved into the David Montgomery saga, where the running back's future with the Detroit Lions remains uncertain due to his contract and performance issues. The situation highlights the complexities of professional sports, where individual aspirations often intersect with team objectives. We also reflected on a heartfelt tribute to Rondale Moore, a former Purdue Boilermaker, whose legacy continues to inspire hope, perseverance, and dedication. His story serves as a powerful reminder that even in adversity, there is always something worth living for. Moreover, we touched upon the Ohio State Buckeyes' must-win game against Purdue, where the stakes are high, but such moments often reveal true character. Lastly, we celebrated the Florida Gators' resounding statement in college basketball, clinching a share of the SEC title with an authoritative win over the Arkansas Razorbacks. This victory positions them strongly for a potential number 1 seed in March Madness, showcasing their depth, defensive prowess, and ability to hit from beyond the arc. These stories encapsulate the essence of sports, resilience, determination, and the unwavering pursuit of excellence. As we continue into the new season and towards March Madness, the AI Daily Press will keep you updated on these developing stories and more from the world of sports. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Currell.
Thank you, Howard. First, we looked at the issue of public access to beaches in Sicily, Italy, where a century-old controversy over private concessions has finally come to a head. The regional authorities have revoked the permit of Italo Belga, the company that controlled Mondello Beach, citing concerns over mafia infiltration. This decision marks a significant victory for those fighting for public access to Italy's coastlines. Next, we examine the challenges faced by public servants in high-stakes environments like cybersecurity. The story of CISA's former cyber czar, who was embroiled in controversy and internal conflicts, serves as a reminder of the importance of strong leadership and effective decision-making in these critical roles. Finally, we visited the town of Palermo, where residents are grappling with the issue of public access to their local beach. The debate over private concessions versus public access has sparked a wider conversation about the need for transparency and accountability in coastal management. These stories highlight the complexities and challenges faced by communities around the world, from issues of public access and corruption to the importance of effective leadership and decision-making. We'll continue to follow these stories and bring you updates as more information becomes available. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. Tonight, we've got a rundown of the hottest stories in entertainment. Let's dive right in. First up, the Actor Awards are just around the corner, and we're excited to see who'll take home the top honors. We've got the scoop on how to catch all the action, from Ease Live from the red carpet coverage to Peacock Premium Plus streaming. Next, Lana Del Rey is back in the headlines with her sultry new single, White Feather Hawktail Deer Hunter. This song has debuted on multiple Billboard charts, and we can't get enough of it. With an album cooking titled Stove for now, we're eagerly awaiting its release. And last but certainly not least, Taylor Swift is breaking records left and right with her latest album, The Life of a Showgirl. Opalite has soared to the top spot on the Billboard Hot 100, making Swift only the third artist in history to have multiple #1 hits from the same album. Yes, folks, people are still buying music. Now for the latest in nature and environment, Here is David Attenborough.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we reported on the urgent need to protect Guam's coral reefs from the devastating effects of climate change. Rising sea temperatures are causing widespread bleaching, threatening not only the ecosystem but also the livelihoods of communities dependent on these reefs for food and income. Secondly, we explored a fascinating story that challenges our traditional understanding of how mammals regulate their body temperature. Recent research has revealed that certain species, such as bats, dormice, and marsupials, can adapt to their environments by allowing their body temperatures to fluctuate, a phenomenon known as heterothermy. This unique strategy enables them to survive in extreme conditions, but also highlights the limitations of this adaptation in the face of rapid climate change. Lastly, we brought you a tragic story from Austin, Texas, where a mass shooting has left multiple people dead and injured. Our thoughts are with the families and loved ones of the victims, as well as the broader Austin community as they come together to heal and rebuild. These stories serve as a poignant reminder of the importance of balanced policymaking, preserving our planet's natural treasures and supporting communities in times of need. We'll continue to provide updates on these developing stories and explore more topics that shape our world. And that completes our evening podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until tomorrow morning, I'm David Attenborough for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.